Hey, what's up? How is everybody doing? Today we are talking about if I had to start over, what I would do differently. You know, you know better, you do better when you know better, right? And, if I had to start over with business, specifically with my nonprofit, if I had to start over with my nonprofit, there's quite a few things that I would do differently. Um, and there's I'm going to start off with the three mistakes that people make when starting over. So if you ever wanted to start over, um, here are a few mistakes. I want to start off with some of the mistakes. So the first mistake is, you know, building before selling. Sometimes people need to get to know who you are. So when I was starting my nonprofit, and specifically for people who want to start nonprofits, it's really important that you learn to do the work. Sometimes when we have a really great idea, we just go we just go for it, and we don't really do any research. And some of us, you do too much research. You research too much, and you end up being stifled in your research. Don't put on some little lip gloss. Mm. And so I think spending too much time on logos and websites and aesthetics actually is kind of like keep you stuck. Instead of securing customers first and gaining an audience. So the rule is you build an audience and then you sell them something, not you spend all this time building. No, build an audience first. The second biggest mistake is we chase trends instead of solving real problems. So it's really important that you um, start to think about what is a problem that you solve. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and she was like, I don't know what I do want to do with I don't know what I want to go into. And I'm like, okay, what is it? What is it that, what are some problems that you have in your life that you feel like that you've solved, that you've found a solution to? Oftentimes when we have to find solution ourselves, we find solutions based on our capability. And I think that you have knowledge through trial and error, through lived experiences that allow you to be able to solve a real problem. And just because something is trending, or it doesn't mean it's profitable. Just because it's a good idea doesn't mean it's profitable. And the last thing is trying to do things alone. If I could do it all over, I would not try to do everything by ourselves. Sometimes we feel like that we want to get it together by ourselves first. And although that's a good idea at the very baby stages, right? At the infancy stages, it's not a good idea when you're trying to grow. And so when you don't have a network, you don't have any guidance. When you don't have any guidance, it usually means you don't have mentors. And so it creates a slow process and really honestly unnecessary struggle. So when you know better, you do better, right? And so the next thing that I would like to talk about is coming up with the exact first steps that I would take if I had to build my organization, my business back. The first thing I would do is I would find the biggest pain point in my life, that and connect that to an industry, and then identify how the industry monetize the pain point that's in my life. Who makes money off of my pain? That's what you have to ask yourself. And then I would pick like a skill that connects with a high value skill that connects with that pain point, and offer that as a service versus just coming up with what's trending and what everybody else is doing. So something that's a trending thing for me, because of my background as a mortgage underwriter, is teaching credit classes or teaching or selling people to build their credit. I don't that I'm not in that industry because it's a trending industry, and it's a lot of scammers when it comes to building credit. But I do things the grassroots old fashioned way, mainly because that way oftentimes is, you know, waterproof a lot of the times. And then the last thing is focus on sales first. Cash flow is greater than perfection. Some of us wait until everything is perfect. I had a client the other day. He's a young man. He's about 20, 23, 24 years old. And he was like, Miss K, I think of it differently. I think that you should have everything perfect before you put it out in the world. And I said, no, you do it ugly, you do it messy, you do it scared. Okay. And so it's really important that you don't try to focus on perfection. And the last but not least thing is how to stop waiting and start to make real moves. Don't wait on something or someone. Come out with your 1.0 and then grow from 1.0 to 2.0. You don't have to wait. You can start just making one move at a time. My biggest thing when I was starting over was deadlines. I had to start giving myself deadlines. Okay, I want this done by Friday. And then I had to hold myself accountable. And every now and then I would reach out to someone that I trust and I would say, hey, I said that I wanted to get this done by Friday. That's one of the good benefits of joining my coaching service is that I am a person that will hold you accountable. I'm a person that'll help you guide you through this to making those first steps. So um, again, you want to have a launch strategy and not wait on the perfection to start testing out your idea in the real market. You want to at least do the MVP, minimum viable product, minimum viable process. And you want to make sure that you at least kind of work out the kinks before you um, before you just launch. So you'll already go through the process. And this is something that I tell my clients, especially clients that want to do events. You want to make sure that you do events, a soft event, and then do a larger event. Um, offer, one audience, one strategy rule. That is something that I think most of us should do. Like it's something that I wish I would have done if I were to start over, or this is something that I would do. I would have one offer, one audience, and one strategy. Too many people overcomplicates the beginning of starting their business. For me, I I didn't pick one thing. I picked one thing at first, but then like 6 months later, I picked another, and then 3 months later, I picked another one, and then 4 months later, I picked another one. No, pick one thing, master it, start generating revenue from it, and then go to the next thing. And hopefully, that the thing that you started with connects to the next venture. And so the last thing is the accountability hack. Something that I would do if I had to start over, I would get in a room with people who move faster than me, and then I would circle, get in the right circle to force myself into action. Um, that is something that I would I would do. So if you definitely want to connect with me, make sure you sign up for my Out of the Mud into Profit workshop. I'm going to be having more events coming up that I'm going to share with you guys. But on February 20th, that is the Out of the Mud into Profit workshop. And where some of the things that I've talked about today, and I talked about yesterday, and I talked about in my previous videos, you will get a full loaded course for those things. So I hope to see you guys February 20th, and join me live tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm having a live. Meet me at, when is the next live? Let's see. I think my next live tomorrow is at 1:30. So meet me tomorrow at 1:30. Share it with your friends. Tomorrow for the live, we're gonna talk about things that let's see what the next live is. Hold on, guys. I gotta remember. Y'all gotta forgive me. I gotta keep up with myself. Um, let's see. My next live, my live for tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, my live for tomorrow, we're going to talk about the top 3 business lessons that I learned this month. So if you guys want to Join my live tomorrow. That'd be great. Tell me, drop in the comments if you watch this on replay. Drop in the comments what's one thing you wish that you would have done differently starting your business. What's one thing you wish that you would have done differently starting your business? Um, why? Like, why would you do differently? So share, drop that into the comment, and I hope to hear from you all soon. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Peace. February 20th. Make sure you register.